The story continues for the Jays. They still can't get many hits together against a really bad pitching staff in the Cincinnati Reds. However, what you did get today was a clutch knock, which feels so foreign for us Jays fans. But let's get to that a little bit later on. Let's go to this. Who got the start in the ball game today? We got to see Hunter Green versus Alek Manoah. Two young right-handers, very promising looking right-handers. And they were great early on. You know, they're nothing going for either team early until the top of the fourth inning with Tyler Naquin on. Joey Votto, it's an RBI double. Naquin comes in to score, and the first run given up by Manoah, and it's a 1-0 Reds lead. But in the very next half inning, Bo comes up, and what happened in his first AB? Sees a lot of sliders, ends up striking out. What is he going up there in the second AB looking for? A slider. What does he get? A slider. And he crushes it to left field, and it's gone. And Bo ties it at 1. Bo Bichette starting to get hot again? I don't know. We'll see how this goes moving forward. But a very nice sight there. And the Jays have tied the game at 1. But again, the offense can't get anything going. Manoah's going out there doing his thing. You know, gets a couple of really big outs. The guy at 3rd and 1 away. I think one was a strikeout of Moran. Then he got the other out. I can't remember how he got the out to end the inning. A massive job there. And in the bottom half of the 7th inning, Raimel Tapia does a really nice piece of hitting. And he just, you know, he doesn't try to do too much with the ball. Ball's away, and he slaps it the other way for a line drive single into left field. All right, great job from Tap. And 2 batters later, or actually George Springer, you know, gets a hit. And Bo ends up at 3rd. But Springer's thrown out at 2nd. And now there's a guy at 3rd with 2 out. And we're like, okay, well, yeah. Damn it! But then comes Bo again. You know? And he gets another off-speed pitch from Luis Cessa, former Yankee. It was a curveball. It was up. And the thing about the Toronto Blue Jays, guys, and people are going to say, well, he should have crushed that. Yeah, he should have. But that's what great teams do, right? They crush mistakes. Even if you make 1 or 2 mistakes in a game, good teams capitalize on those, right? Hunter Green was just dialing up his slider. He was throwing incredible sliders all night long. But the one mistake he made to Bo made him pay for it, and he tied the game. Luis Cessa threw some pretty good breaking balls in his inning of work, but the mistakes, right? He got a big mistake, a hanger to Bo, and he crushes it to left center field, or more or less left field. But it's gone. A 2-run bomb for Bo. Tapia scores. The Jays now lead at 3-1. A clutch 2-run bomb with a runner in scoring position. I know it's a very small sample size, and you know, okay, you still went 1 for whatever with guys in scoring position. I get that. But to get it in a big situation in the bottom of the 7th inning in a tie game, massive stuff. Then Alek Manoah goes out there in the 8th, and you're looking at the pitch count, you're like, oh, it's pretty low. And he has a very quick 8th inning, 83 pitches. And I'm like, there's no reason they don't send him out there for the 9th, right? I mean, 83 pitches. Have they been high-stress pitches? No. You're playing the Reds. 83 pitches. And then we see when they come back from a commercial break, Charlie and Pete go up to Alek Manoah, and they shake his hand, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Are you... I understand. Well, 4th time through the order, 3, 4, 5 in the line. I get that. But we're not talking about facing Devers, Bogarts, and JD Martinez. No. We're talking about facing some schmucks. I mean, Joey Votto's not a schmuck, but guys that Alek Manoah has carved up for the most part in this game. And 83 pitches. If it was not the 9th inning, he would have gone back out there with 83 pitches. Of course he would. But then the analytics suggest, and I'm like, this is why the game of baseball is considered boring, right? People don't watch it. People want to see complete games. You don't see that stuff anymore, man. And Alek was visibly angry, and I am all with Alek Manoah. I think most of us are, and I get it. Romano's your closer. It's a safe situation. You're facing 3, 4, 5 for the 4th time. I get it. But what indication in this game has shown you that Alek Manoah can't get through those guys. And it's not that I guess it's not that they, not that he can't get through it, but it's a probability. Garbage. Hot garbage. Charlie and Pete, or whoever the hell made the decisions, because we've heard before, it's upper management that does that. I don't know who the hell makes the decisions. That's an awful decision for the game of baseball. And heck, you're up by 2 runs. Alec gets one guy on base, give him the boot. Bring in your closer. Fine, I'm totally cool with that. But that damn kid deserved a shot. He deserved the shot. He was shoving all night long, or afternoon long, excuse me. And he's at 83 pitches. And he had a very quick 8. People are like, 4 times through. He faced number 1 batter and number 2 batter 4th time through. So if that was the case, he should have come out after 7 1/3 because it's 4th time through. No, it's because it's the 9th inning. I think that's awful. It really, for the game of baseball. We take, steroids, we get it. It's a cheating thing. I get that. But heck, wouldn't you love watching guys mash baseballs? Now they're bringing the baseball. They're not allowing home runs to happen now this season. We all know that they've been brought back a notch. They're not juiced anymore. So you're not seeing as many home runs, which people love to watch. And now everybody's so head-driven by analytics that in 83 pitches in a home game with your ace on the mound facing the Cincinnati Reds of all teams, and you're not going to let him go out there for the 9th. Other than it being a safe situation and win probability percentages, there's no way that he should have come out of that ball game. He was visibly angry, and he damn well should have been. Now, the Jays end up winning it. Romano comes in, strikes out the side, whoopee-doo. Now Romano's not available tomorrow because of this. Now, who knows if you'll need Romano? You might light them up. Heck, you might lose tomorrow, and you won't need him at all. But if you're in a 2-1 ball game or a 6-5 game in the 9th inning, you can't use him now. Because you didn't let Alek Manoah go the complete game and save Romano for the next day. And people are like, you got to win that game that day. I get that. I do. But how many times have we said this year that Romano's getting overworked in a game where you don't technically need him to be out there? Because if your starter's been that good, you didn't need to throw out Romano today. You could have saved him for tomorrow. And if you don't need him tomorrow, hey, give him a couple days rest. Wouldn't that be swell for the guy who's been pitching it basically every damn game? The Jays have won 22 games. Romano has 14 saves. You guys can do the math. I don't get it. I get it. Analytics. No. Let your eyes do the talking a little bit here and there. Like we all saw what happened in the World Series with Blake Snell. I'm not going to get into it. Where analytics suggest this time through the order. Meanwhile, he was shoving like crazy. Comes out, they lose. I don't like it. I love the win. Don't get me wrong. A 3-1 win, a clutch 2-run bomb, back-to-back W's. 22-18 now in the season. Good stuff. You have a chance to sweep away the Reds tomorrow afternoon. Good. But today just left a sour taste in my mouth, and I had to let that go. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Speaking of tomorrow's game, though, the Jays do have a chance to sweep away the Reds, as they should. Former Jay Connor Overton, former Jay for a very small portion of last season, Connor Overton gets the start for the Reds tomorrow, and Yusei Kikuchi gets the ball for the Jays with 137 first pitch. And thank God, Kikuchi, he faces all these great teams, and he's kind of mediocre. We're like, damn, this guy's not very good. Then he faces a mediocre at best Seattle Mariners, and he shoves them at a former team as well. And now he's at a Cincinnati Reds team tomorrow. Kikuchi's ERA is now, 3.3 something. It's looking really nice because his last 2 starts have been phenomenal. He goes out there and does a job tomorrow. The Jays, they got to get more than, they've scored 5 runs in 2 games. It's the worst pitching staff in all of baseball. I understand the clutch hit today, but 3 runs on 7 hits? Come on, guys. Vladdy's hitless in this series. It is bad right now. But you know who isn't bad? At least after today, Bo Bichette. 2 for 4 in the game, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs, couple bombs, hit a couple breaking balls out of the ballpark, and just really, really nice in-game adjustments offensively for Bo, right? So a lot of breaking balls early, then adjusted, and then hit a bomb his next AB off a breaking ball. So a really, really nice job from Bo Bichette. 7 hits total for the Jays, 7 strikeouts for the Jays as well. And Alek Manoah, would have loved to see 9 innings beside that name, but we see 8. 7 hits allowed, 1 run, obviously the RBI double from Joey Votto, and only struck out 4 guys. Didn't walk a batter. That's why the pitch count was so low, because the K's weren't there. He wasn't walking anybody. I don't know. Romano, yeah, an inning pitched, 3 strikeouts. Great job from him. You know, struck out every guy he saw, which is nice. 14 save on the season for Romano. I love him dearly. Didn't want to see him out there today. But, hey, he went out there and did what he had to do. So a good job for him. Now, Jays fans, like I said a few times now, the Jays have a chance to sweep away the Cincinnati Reds tomorrow afternoon. It's a 1:37 first pitch at Rogers Center. Connor Overton versus Yusei Kikuchi. For God's sake, I want to bring out the broom for the first time. I'm not going to bring out that mini one because you guys were like, what the hell? We missed the old one. So you'll get the big nasty one back if it happens tomorrow afternoon. All right, so Jays fans, you know what? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and feel the same about the whole Manoah situation, smack it like button. I appreciate that. If you don't feel the same, smack it anyways. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? The Twitter link is down below, so follow to send me a DM to that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jays Edition, as we talked about tomorrow in the finale of the 3-game set against the Reds. The finale of the the 6-game homestand. You win that. You're 5-1 homestand against teams that you should go 5-1 against. So 1:37 first pitch tomorrow. Connor Overton, Yusei Kikuchi is the pitching matchup. All right. So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game this afternoon. We'll talk to you guys then.